Mm.
Kbsx works for everyone.
Hello.
Why is it different to the conventional way of doing a Kangen business?
Hello.
Because Kbsx is a strategy that is proven to work. You all have attended the previous sessions showing
Yeah,
how the
I have done,
system
but
works.
I didn't
It
receive
is
any call,
fast.
nothing.
It stops your self-sabotage immediately. Okay, you don't have to wait. You can get immediate results. You just need to implement it. You just need to tell yourself you're ready to implement this and change the outcome. And it doesn't matter whether you just started a Kangen business yesterday or that you've been at this for last 5 years. It works for everybody. Now, I know over the past many weeks, I've been hearing people tell me, it's lockdown, nothing much is happening. Okay, I keep hearing the same sad story that is lockdown. Lockdown is no excuse. I see many silver linings in a lockdown. Okay, I see a lot of advantages. I'm here talking to you guys because of the lockdown. Zoom trainings are now global. We used to do training in India. Now we do Zoom training globally. This is one of many silver linings. You have now a means to express, to fast forward your business faster than before. You have amazing skill sets that you've been learning over the past many weeks, which without the lockdown you probably would have missed. So, in every situation, look for the silver lining. So during your journey towards your goal, during that journey, you're going to face a lot of ups and downs. I I I hear some people telling me, but it is a lockdown. I can't close the Kangen deal. Bernard has already said the other day that India, under just one line, did 500 over machines in 1 month. Lockdown or no lockdown? I hear people telling me, but it's now raining season. So what if it's raining season? The filing continues on. It's a matter of whether you do the filing with your team or some other team that doesn't belong to you will do the filing in India. The global business for Kangen carries on, regardless of whether there is heavy rain or whether it is a lockdown or whatever it is. So once you're able to overcome these excuses, you need to tell yourself these are not valid excuses. Things move. In fact, during the past few weeks lockdown, I have done more direct sales than before. I'm going to share a little bit before I carry on. A lot of you here do not know this, but I did other MLMs before. I did, well, all of you here must be aware of a brand called Amway.
Yes,
I
yes.
did Amway before. I did it twice. It just didn't work. Maybe I didn't learn. Maybe I was not ready for it. Maybe I didn't meet a team that was able to facilitate, but I did not do well. In fact, I felt miserably.
I'm with you, Phil. I too.
And when I got to Kangen, I tell you what, let me tell you something that not many people here. Do you know that I've been a Kangen distributor for some time. That my rank is beyond 6A, but do you know that I don't have a 6A certificate? Do you know why? I don't have a 6A certificate. I got my 6A rank, I got my 6A title bonus, I've got everything, all the benefits of it. I just didn't get my 6A certificate. And that was because I achieved my 6A and 6A2 within 12 months. The first recognition certificate I received was actually a 6A2. I received the title bonus, the 3,000 US dollars and everything else for 6A. It's just that I didn't get that recognition because I was recognized for my 6A2 immediately. Because within a 12-month period, I went from 6A and then to a 6A2. And I'm going to teach about how to do that during the Kangen Express Level 3 training by using multiple accounts. I did not start with more than one account. I started with one. So you guys are not too late. You can learn how to do second and third IDs in order to fast track how you can do the business. You can increase your income 100%, 1000%, 10 times over. No problem. How do you squeeze 100 times more out of your life? How do you multiply your epigenetics? For those of you who don't understand, epigenetics is the expression of your genes. It is not just your DNA that's important, it is how your genes express. And how your genes express themselves is vastly impacted by how you think. What you tell yourself, verbally, mentally, and everything else. How your genes would express themselves is impacted by all these expressions, whether they are verbally or mentally. And you need to look into how Kangen Express system can help you to achieve this 100 times of life that you can squeeze out of it. This was my 6A2 award, my first ever certificate. I didn't get my 6A. Okay, that was a 6A2-2. You need to learn the system. Learn the system so that you can do the same. Why choose a system where you are not sure whether you're going to succeed? Choose a system where you are sure will bring you there. Okay? Many of you have seen these people. Yeah? You see Daniel DeBacali. You see Kyoko, the lady who is a 6A, what? 7-5 or 6 or something. Okay, you're going to meet Romy Vendera later, or you met Romy Vendera on the session last week, and then Bob Gridelli we met all these people, and I learned from these people, one nugget at a time. You don't have to travel to US and so many other countries to learn. I'm here to share with you some of the things that I've learned from these people. Now, I've taken an idea from our 6A leaders here because they have benefited from my mentoring in the past. And I'm ready to take on that suggestion and say that I am going to implement a mentoring program for 2 persons. Oh.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Okay. I'll just do I'll just do it perhaps like this, yeah. Are you guys able to see this?
Yeah.
You saw this earlier, right? Brain lateralization.
Haven't seen this. No.
Oh, you missed a lot of slides when I was talking.
Yeah.
Where was the last slide that you saw?
That was Lawrence of Arabia.
But that is Lawrence Arabia is after this brain lateralization.
But we didn't see this one.
Did you see this?
No.
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. I've gone through all these slides earlier, you know, the old way and the modern way. This is the first time you're seeing this slide?
Yes, for the first time.
Yes, first time.
First time.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the brain lateralization, left brain, right brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how your for the most right-handed people, you know, you use your left brain first in terms of being to analyze things, in terms of looking at logic and all those things. Yeah, and you look at the right brain where it starts dealing with the emotional stuff, you know, the creative side of things and all that. Um, and I was saying that at a later program, I will talk about this in detail. But for now, all I want you to understand is, uh, you know, for goal imprinting, you need to use both sides of the brain. Okay. Uh, the later slides, you understand a little bit more about how you integrate both sides of the brain. Yeah. Can you see the black screen now?
No, no black screen. It's
This will do.
Okay.
Why do you believe what you believe? Because at some point in your life, you trusted the information that somebody was giving you. And that someone you trusted told you that a car was a car, a tree was a tree, a bird was a bird, the blue stuff above you is the sky. And that's the way that we began to determine what we believe to be a fact. Most of the things that we believe to be a fact in our life are told to us through our stories or the news that we hear. So my question would be, if they were deceiving you with the stories they tell you, would you be able to recognize that?
Okay. That's a short video. Can you all hear me?
yes, yes, Phil.
Yes,
We can.
doctor, yes.
Okay. Um, basically, that video tells you that you have been conditioned. As I was saying just now, the first 7 years of your life dictates what happens the rest of your life. So, as is shown in that video, we are being told in the earlier days what you can do, what you can't do, what you're able to do, what your limitations are. It is now time to reprogram yourself so that you can go beyond your previous or your old way of limiting yourself. You understand that? Maybe for those of you who are in a quiet room, please on your microphone so that we can be more interactive with this session.
Okay, okay.
So, do you understand that video?
Yes,
sir.
we do.
Okay. So it is time to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can set your goals beyond what you think you can do. So as I was showing earlier about, you know, being confused and unsure and all this, it is time to reprogram your mind so that you are sure about what you can achieve. Not being unsure and confused all the time. I showed you about this slide where you say you have seen. Nothing is written unless you decide to write it.
True.
You have to make that conscious decision to write what is going to happen to you. And as I mentioned just now, Kangen Express works for everyone. Okay? And I said just now, lockdown, I'm going through the slides as I have already explained one more time, yeah? I said to look at the silver linings, even in a lockdown situation. And I shared with you about what I have learned. previously as I go through previous MLMs and it doesn't work. And then I achieve my 6A and 6A2 within 12 months. You've all heard Janet say how difficult it was to get me convinced. But by the time I was convinced, everything is an express mode. (682) award, 682-2 awards. The leaders that you all have met before, or some of you have met before. You don't have to go travel to a lot of places because I'm sharing all these gold nuggets that I've achieved. I'm sharing with you now. In the Kangen Express sessions, I'll be sharing nuggets after nuggets. Okay. So now we're going to reprogram our mind. We need to reprogram not with limitations, but with the possibility for limitless achievement. Okay? So I was saying just now that both Rajiv and Shahji has benefited in my mentoring process. And they are now way on their way to being 6A2. And I'm ready to look at adopting 2 new distributors or 2 other distributors now to mentor them to fast track to 6A2. This was a suggestion from the 6A leaders. I'm taking that suggestion to implement. Is that a good idea or a good idea?
It's a great idea, Phil. Great idea. Whom are you adopting now?
And now I have to consult my 6A leaders about the process of identifying the 2 fast track distributors. Okay, I will be discussing this with my 6A leaders and other leaders on how to go about doing it. I am not limiting to only okay, there is a possibility we can do more than 2, but whoever I take on as a mentee, I want to make sure that this mentoring program is only for those who are 100% dedicated to it. Anything less than 100%, I will not take them on. Both Rajiv and Shahji were 100% dedicated to the Kangen business. And look at them almost getting to 6A2. All the rest of you can do the same. Even without this mentoring program, you can do the same.
We teach people. We teach
Sorry, I have to start again because
Okay.
I pressed something.
you have to learn to become successful in life. What we're not teaching our kids, what we're not teaching adults, is that the greatest determinant of their success is their conscious level of awakening. See, all of us expand through life in 4 different levels. Most people in the world today, 90% of the population, is at level 1. They are a victim of the world around them. The world happens to them. You, if you're reading this, are probably one of those people, the 10% or less, that have ascended to level 2. In level 2, you've gotten that first glimpse of the idea that you can shake up the world, that you can make your own moves, make your own decisions, that you can tap into inner abilities of your mind that other people may have dormant. See, while you're at level 2, there's a level 3 and there's a level 4. Becoming limitless gets you to those levels. When you get to level 3, you aren't just learning personal growth. You've taken the wisdom of philosophers and applied directly in life. Your mixture between dynamic creator or entrepreneur and spiritual master. And when you do this, certain abilities open up to you. One of which is the ability I call bending reality. You find that you can, in a way, shape reality to your desires. You're one of those people that people label lucky. But that's because it's not just your knowledge or your skill or how you work with people. You actually have a way to command the universe to come to your side. When you get to level 4, you're no longer working purely from your intention. You're working from inspiration. People at level 4 describe it as, I get these impulses, these nudges on what I need to do out there to push humanity forward. You are operating from a firm sense of mission. And when you do that, incredible things open up to you. Life becomes easy, it flows, and everything seems to work out in your life as if you're blessed.
Okay. Which level are you all at now? Please type into the chat group.
4. I'm on 4.
Type into your chat, please. I would like to see some response from everybody.
I can't do it. I can just speak out.
You can. Is in the you are. Yeah. I'm seeing.
Really?
I'm seeing. I'm seeing responses now.
Chat. Okay. Okay, yes, I can do it.
Okay. We're seeing lots of good answers here. We're looking at a minimum level of level 2. Okay. That's a good starting point. We're now hacking the culture. We're now having the awareness that we can go further from here. That we're not just waiting for things to fall into our lap, but we decide what falls into our lap. Okay? So, who wants to decide what falls into their lap? Type me. How many of you wants to decide what goes onto your lap, or you just hope for the best? Now, I'm going to start the screen sharing process again and see whether it works. Okay? Can you all see the slide? Can you all see the slide? Please say something.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, we're looking at 3 steps, yeah?
Right, you are.
We're looking at 3 simple steps of reprogramming your DNA. Okay, you need to reprogram your DNA expressions. The 3 simple steps are: you must think your thoughts. This is the first step. You want to imprint your goals, you need to first think about it.
Hello.
Okay?
No.
Is everybody getting this? Please give me some response. On your microphone. Let's do on all the mics and do a more interactive session.
Yeah, we are getting it.
We are getting it, sir. Very interesting, sir. Very clear, Panda.
Yes.
Now, your first step in your goal
Yes.
imprinting must be to think about it. If you don't even think about it, nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, very true.
Think about it all the time, not just sometime.
Okay.
Even in the dreams.
Even in your dreams, that's right.
Yeah.
And after you think about it, you must feel it. How do you feel it? Tell me. Tell me how you're going to feel it. For those, all of you who can, on your microphone, so that we can have an interactive, as though
by
we are in
taking
the
action.
time of.
Amazing.
Taking action.
Okay, so how do you feel that?
By taking action.
No, that comes next. How do you feel?
You
Feel amazing.
You feel like you have already achieved it. You feel happy. You try to go forward and see that okay, it is already in your grasp. So it's already achieved. That's what we should feel, and that's what the feeling is.
Okay, who is that? I cannot see. Who is that? Who was just sharing that?
That is Rajneesh here.
Sorry?
Rajneesh.
Okay. You must live it.
Live it.
You are living it.
Yes.
You must live that thought.
Yes.
If you think you want to be successful, you must live to be successful. If you want to be a 6A, you have to live like a 6A. Otherwise, you will never be a 6A. If you want to be a 6A2, you live to be a 6A2. You behave like a 6A2. If you're going to behave like a 1A every day, you're not going to be a 6A2. Behave like a 6A2, live like a 6A2. And that is how you feel it. You must be able to feel it. And you know why you must think and feel it? You know why? Anybody type into the chat, why? Why must you think and feel it? I showed you a slide just now on brain lateralization. You think with your left brain and you feel it with your right brain. The whole brain must come together. You get what I mean? Come on, guys. Microphone on, respond. Leave your microphone on. Talk to me.
Yes, yes. I'm listening to it.
Leave your microphone on and talk to me. Do you understand this part? It is very important.
Yes.
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 You don't live abundance, you can't be abundant.
You must think about it because your left brain is used to think. And you must feel it because your right brain is the emotional part that makes you feel it. And that's that earlier slide when I say brain lateralization. You must use both sides of the brain so that you can do goal imprinting. Otherwise, it will not happen. Do you understand that? Okay, those with noisy background, please off your microphone. Those with a silent room, please on your mic. Okay. Now this is a very important 3 steps that you must grasp before we proceed on. Can you all understand this? Please put your response in the group chat so that I know you're understanding this.
Yes.
Your thoughts go to your left brain, your feelings go to your right brain. You need that brain lateralization in order for you to do goal imprinting. Okay? And once you have activated the left brain, you activated the right brain, the actions will happen. Are we all getting this?
Yes, yes.
Are you seeing the next slide?
No.
Oh shit. Are you seeing the slide now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, the first step always seems to be the hardest. Yeah? True or not?
Yes, true.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
are you seeing the next slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you must have the desire to succeed. You think about it, you feel it, you take action. And the reason you're taking action is because you have the desire to succeed. Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Come on, guys. I need response
Yes,
from
sir.
people.
Yes, sir. We are getting it.
Okay. So you must have the heart to desire. Not only the brain to think. Your heart must be in it. So now we are connecting from the left brain to the right brain and from the whole brain to your heart. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes.
And I always said to everybody, take ownership of your Kangen business. You need to be self-reliant. You need to be your own individual to move and forge forward. You need to have the self-determination. Okay? You need to have the self-determination. You need to start very strong. Like Bernard Chan always says, momentum is the currency of this business. You need to start strong. Okay? You need to start strong. Use Kangen Express system to help you forge ahead on a very strong manner. Okay? Are you seeing the next slide?
No.
Ah,
No.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Now, we have been talking about skill sets. In Kangen Express, there will be many modules of skill sets. Okay? The more you learn, the more you see. Okay? The more you learn, the more you see. And you need to look into the skills that pay the bills. Do you agree?
Yes.
You want to focus on skills that pay the bills, right?
True.
So this is where I always say prioritize. You need to prioritize correctly. Prioritize your skill sets. The skills that pay the bills. Focus on that. Okay? Are you seeing the next slide?
No, sir.
I'm still having this sharing problem.
I think full screen is not working.
Yeah, full screen is a
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Okay. So
Blank.
No, nothing can be seen.
nothing can be seen. Okay. I got to get off screen sharing because.
Why it
Okay.
is green?
Okay. So you need to be your own leader. Let me tell you something. Can you all tell me? Put into the chat. What is the difference between Kangen Express level 1 and level 2? What is the difference? Can somebody type in there and tell me? Please type in there. What is the key difference between Kangen Express level 1 and level 2?
Basic and
Come on,
advanced.
guys. What is the key difference between Kangen Express Kbsx level 1 and level 2?
Level 1 is basic, that you must be aware of something, and advanced, that is level 2 is the advanced level where you find all the finer details how to do this business perfectly.
Okay. I have something here from Ajay that KBSS level 2 is for real committed business leaders and builders. Okay, let me put it to you this way. Level 1 is where you learn to do the business. And level 2 is where you learn to be a leader. Are we getting this?
Yes.
Yes, yes, true.
Level 1 you're learning. Level 2 you're teaching. Level 2 you are teaching. You are a teacher. You are teaching your 4 people how to do.
Yes.
So therefore, you need to be a leader yourself. You need to carry out your ideas. Can you see the slide now?
No.
No, it's
Yes.
gone again. Okay. You need to be your own leader. That's level 2. You need to carry out your ideas. You need to be all in. Don't do it half-heartedly. Okay? And as the last video says, you need to be limitless. Do not confine yourself to a limit. And you need to forge ahead full power, full speed. Do not hold it back. And as Ajay says, you need to lead by example. Being a leader, lead by example. Okay? And guess what? As I keep saying over and over again, it's all about you and you and you. It's about you and you and you. You need to be the multiplier. You need to be at higher levels to show you to your team. A lot of people fail in the network business because they are unable to become proper leaders. Okay? Many clever people, many smart people failed in the network business because they lack the leadership skills. They are so good at what they are doing that they fail miserably in how to lead a team of people. And being a leader does not mean that you do what everybody else does. You need to be able to recognize and go in the opposite direction when it's needed. Let me give you an example of what that means. Let me give you an example. 5 years ago, before I went to India, everybody was going to Thailand and Cambodia and all those places. But when I saw India, India was a place that nobody wants to go. I took the opposite direction. I went to India. Are you guys happy that I went to India?
Of course, of course.
Yes.
And the reason that we are here today is I went the opposite direction to what I see is the right thing to do. So do not always just follow. Forge ahead.
Hello.
Be prepared to be different to achieve your objectives. Okay?
मैं तो घर पे हूँ.
So at the end of the day, your biggest competition is yourself. You need to overcome your own limitations.
पॉइंट है ना वहाँ मैं आ जाता हूँ.
Tell yourself, think about being limitless. Feel how is it like to be limitless.
कौन सी गाड़ी है?
And your actions will reflect being limitless.
ओके ठीक है. उनका ये नंबर उसी को कॉल करना है, वो मुझे कॉल करेगा. ठीक. ओके.
Bernard always likes to talk about emotional capacity. Do you all remember what he said about emotional capacity? Can you type into the group chat? What did Bernard always say about emotional capacity? What did he mean by that? Nothing? No response from everybody? Did you all not hear Bernard say about emotional capacity? Yes or no? Hey, come on guys. Are you guys awake? I'm not getting any response.
Yes, of course.
So what did he mean by emotional capacity? Tell me. Emotional capacity. overcome limiting beliefs, adapting challenging situations, and quality of your yes. In the very short answer, emotional capacity is about going the extra step. You ever been to the gym, and after doing 10 rounds of benching, you had your limit, but you push for one more push. After doing 15 direct sales in a month to qualify for your 6A step up, you push for one more, because that one more will get you another 2,000 US dollars. That one extra step. You look at the X factor, you look at making yourself an oath, telling yourself, yes, I can do this, one more. Your thoughts translating into your feeling goes to the very core of your genetic expressions. And these genetic expressions is your instruction for living. It will define a whole new character for you. It will give you a whole new reason for getting up in the morning. And it will determine how far you can go. And how far is it that you can go? Please type into the group chat, how far can you go?
Limitless.
Exactly. That extra brings you to the limitless, no limit. Exactly. So, I have 3 questions for you now. Do you feel that you should be making more money? Please type into the message.
Yes.
Why for yes? Yes. Only 2%. Anyone else?
Yes.
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 Do you ever tell
Yes.
yourself? Do you ever
Yes.
tell yourself crazy stories about why you can't make the type of money that you want? Have you ever feel guilty for not achieving the goals that you set?
Yes.
You need to look into the results. You need to stop sabotaging your own success. Because remember this. No, this one. You need to stop sabotaging your own success. Okay? You will make a lot more money faster and easier. But you must be able to tell yourself and feel the success. These two must happen. Your thinking and your feeling must happen. Okay? So there are a lot of you that always gets to a situation when you feel that there is no other way. Okay? You need to find a new way. Create another way to do it. Do not let one obstacle stop you from achieving your success. The part that you think and the part that you feel. Go back to the basics of thinking and feeling it. You know, success is neither magical or mysterious. is a natural consequence of good habits. How many of you are living good habits? How many of you are thinking and living your goals? Success is the natural consequence of good habits. So, how do you express your DNA to do what you want? You need three things. We've been talking about clarity here. What do you understand by clarity? Type into the message. What do you understand by clarity? Are you all clear about your goals? Are you all very clear about your goals? Are you very focused about your goals? You know, a lot of you may think that I understand what clarity is, but do you actually understand what is clarity? You need to focus, because if you cannot focus, you will not cut through all your obstacles. Your focus will cut you through anything. That focus will help you cut through any obstacle. It is like a magnifying glass under the sun. When it is focused, it will burn through everything. If it is out of focus, nothing much happens. And the concentration. Why do I want everybody to have their microphone on today? The concentration. If you cannot concentrate for 1-2 hours today, forget about your goals. Not going to happen. Imagine doing concentration on a daily basis. Concentrating on your goal imprinting daily. Telling yourself, thinking, and feeling it. So, we only live once. No, we only die once, but we live every day. So are you guys going to think and feel and live every day like a success? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. Only 3% is interested. So now we look into, we've all been so focused on thinking. We've all been using our left brain. We're now going to look into our right brain. Our right brain has been neglected. And this is what we are talking about, emotional IQ. Okay? What is emotional IQ? We all talk about IQ, We all talk about using the left brain, that we've not been using our right brain. Okay? Emotional IQ is about using a right brain. We're talking about self-awareness. Your ability to understand why you think and feel the way you do. No, remember, we're talking about right brain now. We're no longer thinking about logic. We're talking about your feeling, how you feel. We're talking about self-regulation, your ability to get out of any mental or emotional ruts. You hit an obstacle, how do you overcome it? Your feeling will get you out of that rut. Your motivation, your ability to pursue your goal without running out of energy. What I said earlier, emotional capacity, that is your motivation. Willing to go that one extra step. And empathy. Why is empathy so important in Kangen Express? Type into the group chat. Why is empathy so important? Give me one word that describes why empathy is so important. Just one word. Come on, guys. I have to go very fast because we're running out of time. It's good. This disruption has gone on too long with the slides and all that. Come on, guys. Give me one word that describes why you need empathy. I would like to finish in 15 minutes. Come on, guys. Give me one word. Why? Yes, Rajiv.
Gratefulness.
I can't see everybody's face, so you have to type into there. You either type or tell me. One word. Come on, guys. Quick one.
Emotion.
Give me one word why empathy is so important in Kangen Express. The one word I'm looking for is teamwork. Yes, to understand others' feeling is teamwork.
Feeling.
The only way that teamwork will work is with empathy. You work as a team. Make sure everybody is in good shape. Okay? So teamwork is what gives you that success. Okay? Social skills. Why is social skills so important? Again, we're talking about teamwork. Your ability to manage relationships and build networks. You need to be able to deal with a team. Social skills. You need to be able to coordinate your team. Okay. Studies show that self-sabotage comes from fear. And 43% of business people experience fears, knowingly or unknowingly. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making mistakes, fear of criticism, fear of the unknown, and so on and so forth. Some even have fear of success. Fear of hearing the word no. Not being able to handle the word no. So, out of the 43% that business people feel, which fear do you eliminate to multiply your genetic expressions? Tell me.
All.
You can type in your own, which one? Which one is your fear? Type into the group message. Don't be shy. All. Okay. Unsuccessful people put their failures on their shoulders. The successful people take their failure as stepping stones to their success. Self-sabotage is also triggered by guilt. Something that you have done before. Something that you didn't do but want to. What if it's something that you didn't do but want to? What about if you feel that this kind of machine was going to be helpful to one of your good friends, but you didn't do enough to convince them? That is also a guilt. Something that you think you did. Something you didn't do enough to help. Somebody you saw is sick, and you know that Kangen machine could have helped them, but you were too lazy to show it to them. There's even guilt of doing better than someone else. So, which of these guilt do you want to eliminate, to neutralize, so that you go nearer to being limitless? The guilt of not doing enough to help someone with Kangen. Not only just somebody who needs for their health. What about somebody, one of your team members, one or more of your team members who needs Kangen business, and you have not done enough to help them achieve. And this guilt can manifest in your life. Sometimes it's not about how you feel, sometimes it's about what you're not feeling. Sometimes you feel about comparing yourself to somebody, oh, Sam Sia is doing so well, I can never be as good as that. These are limiting factors. You start comparing yourself and start having limiting beliefs. You start having doubts. So now you're going to look at yourself. Which of these self-sabotaging behavior is hurting your progress? So you need to neutralize them. And how do you neutralize them? We spoke about reticular articulating system, reticular activating system, RAS, and singular thought. I can't close this deal. Flip it the other way around. I will close this deal. I'm not good enough to be a 682-3. Turn it around. Again, think, feel, and take action. You must starve your feelings of fear. Starve the fear so that, and what is the biggest contribution to the fear? Do you know that? The biggest contribution to fear is time. When there is too much time, fear starts to manifest. There is so much things you can do to take the time away from fear. The average person only uses 10% of their potential. You have 90% to unlock. So, we look at unlocking your 90%. You need to predict your performance. Look at your self-image, your self-ideal, your self-esteem. If you want to increase your goals, you need to increase self-respect. And as I mentioned earlier, you need to go from Kangen Express level 1 to level 2. You need to stop being a student and move on to being a leader. Be the teacher. Of course, your goals need to be worthy. If your goals are not worthy, you're not going to get very far. There must be worthy goals. Without goal setting, there is no future. Doesn't matter what you do. No goal setting, no future. So how do you create goals? Goals need to be simple and specific. They have to be measurable and meaningful. Simple and specific does not mean I just want to be happy. That is not measurable and meaningful. Simple and specific, measurable and meaningful means I want to earn 10,000 US dollars every month within the next 2 years. And they must be achievable. If you are earning $500 now, it's going to be difficult to earn 10,000 the next month. If you're earning $5,000 now and you say I want to earn 10,000 next month, it is achievable. It is realistic. You must set a time. Without a time, it has no meaning. How to create goals? Now, you all have pen and paper. I would like you to write down the 10 things you want to do. You have 1 minute to write down 10 items that you want to be. Write it down now. Come on, guys. I've only got 10 minutes and I'm giving you 1 minute to write that down. Write it down quickly. Don't think so much. The 10 things that you want to be. Or the 10 things that you want to do or have. One minute to write it down. Don't wait. Okay, 1 minute is up. You've got your 10 things written down. How to create goals? You have to set the time limit and you have to be very specific about what it is. So this is how you create goals. Pen, paper ready. You need to identify your obstacles. Now I give you 1 more minute to identify what is to stop you from achieving these goals. 20% are external, but 80% is internal. Identify your obstacles from achieving those 10 goals that you wrote earlier. How to activate your goals. Now that you have written down the 10 things and you have written down what are the obstacles, you now go to look at how to activate them. So write down the 10 actions that you can take immediately to activate your goal. Next to the list of 10 that you did earlier. "60 seconds. 30 seconds left. And now, 1 more minute to write down how you're going to achieve the goals. 60 seconds. What knowledge you need to acquire? What skill sets do you need to learn? "30 seconds left. "30 seconds left. Now, you have 15 seconds to select one action that will give you the biggest return. 15 seconds. I want you to tell me what is the one action 15 seconds from now. 10 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds is up. Let's look at a volunteer, Sunita. What have you got? The one action with the biggest return, what is it?
6A.
Okay.
To achieve 6A.
You have now identified the single one action with the biggest return. 6A is a goal, but what is the one action you need to do to achieve that?
Sit and make calls and follow up.
Okay. You need to identify one action. you need to identify the one single action which is the most powerful. I mean, gives you the biggest return for the minimum effort. Okay? Rajiv, where are you, Rajiv? The one single action with the biggest return is what we are looking at. Okay? Where's Vinay? Vinay has been quiet.
Consistency?
Okay? Consistency is one of the actions. Yes? So, do not stop now. Think about the exercise earlier. Continue to look at that even after this session. Okay? To fine tune your list. So look at this image now. Some people want it to happen, some people wish it to happen, and others make it happen. So you guys complete your list and make it happen. Now I have a very important question for you. I have only 5 minutes left. What is the biggest success killer? What is the biggest success killer?
Fear.
Fear.
Lazy.
Fear of failure. Fear of failure.
Comfort zone is your single success killer. Okay? Too comfortable. Being too comfortable is your biggest success killer. It doesn't make you get out of your chair. That is your biggest success killer. Okay? Now I'm going to jump a couple of slides now. I've shown this earlier. You've now seen the old way. You've now seen the new way. Okay, you know the old way, you've now seen the new way. You need to take home message. You need to think it, you need to feel it, and you need to take action.